Good morning. I'm Richard Simmons. I'm here to offer a few tips that may assist practitioners in the field to understand what areas of wage and hour law are the sources of the greatest amount of litigation. One of the most common types of claims that we see are meal and rest period claims. California rules on meal and rest periods are unique. There are obligations to provide meal periods, and there are obligations to provide them at specific times during the day. Specifically, California law states that any employee who works more than 5 hours in a day is entitled to a duty-free 30-minute meal period that is not subject to any restrictions. Those meal periods must be provided if an employee works over 5 hours, and a second meal period must be provided if an employee works more than 10 hours in a single day. California law requires that employers provide rest periods at the rate of 10 minutes net rest for every 4 hours or major fraction thereof. Because the law is specific as to when and how many rest periods must be provided, it's important that employers draft policies that reflect the precise language in the wage order, even though some may view that as legal speak. The flaws that we see in the area result when employers do not draft policies that reflect the requirements of the wage orders and recent case law developments. For example, the California Supreme Court recently decided a case called Augustus versus ABM. And in that case, the Supreme Court announced for the first time that meal and rest periods are, in many respects, treated alike under the law, meaning that meal periods must be duty-free, rest periods must be duty-free. Employees cannot be on call during rest periods, or it is not a duty-free rest period. Furthermore, the Supreme Court made it clear that employees must be permitted to leave the employer's premises during meal periods or rest periods. Very important that policies be drafted to state that.
The CEB and Simmons Employment Law Library delivers Richard Simmons' essential reference, wage and hour manual for California employers online in OnLaw's powerful format. Whether you represent employees or employers, you can rely on the new CEB and Simmons Employment Law Library as the one tool you'll need.